First, we start with weeding. Then we get our own patch, and then we plant or transplant our plants, and then we make these neem spray, and then we spray it on the leaf because these pests start eating it, and then we also water them.
By being in nature and working with nature, the lessons of nature will be absorbed kind of into the cells. Not anything anyone tells them, like let's take cooperation. Not by telling kids they should cooperate, but by giving them activities where they need to cooperate, and by showing them ways that parts of nature cooperate with each other, and letting them absorb it.
We have planted tomatoes, we have planted brinjals, onions, carrots, marigolds. There's basil and some ink plant, which you get ink from. Chilies,
chili pepper and tomato and onion.
there are too many. I can't remember all of them. Last year we actually went to the school. It was actually way more fun. But now we have to sit in front of the computer, and also sometimes it gets too weird. It's way more fun gardening because computer kills me.
Because they're so wiser than us, kids, children. So what we get here on the farm, they get it much more if they come. So yeah, this is the process of life. So the sooner they get to know the land and where the food comes and the whole life cycle, the more important. This is the school. This is the school of life.
I love these kids that are coming up, and they're not easy kids for us older people to deal with. They're extremely strong-willed. They have their ideas, and they're not willing to compromise them. It doesn't work to just tell them what to do. They resist. It just doesn't work. And so parents get extremely frustrated because when they were little, their parents told them to do something and they would do it. Their children aren't behaving that way. Well, it's because these kids are different, because they're coming in at a time that a huge amount of will and inner determination is needed. So advice number one, really respect that in the kids. And as much as you can, talk with them rather than telling them what to do. Problem solve together. How is this going to happen? How is this going to get done? And the other thing these kids are hungry for is connection. We live in a very disconnected world right now. People are on their phones a lot. You see people sitting around together in the same room, all looking at their phones. This is not connection. We need to give them this attention and this real, true depth of connection. That's another thing. And keep aware of their strengths. Always focus on what the strengths you see in the child and the things that they do that you're enjoying. I call it watering what you want to grow. So if a kid has behaviors you're really not enjoying, somewhere in the day there will be something that they do that you do enjoy. And that's what you need to water. Not the things. You give water by your attention and your comments. And too often it's like, don't do this, don't do that, stop doing, you always do this, you always do that. So the kids are developing a picture of themselves inside that they're bad, that they always do this or that. You want them to have a picture that they're thriving, they're flourishing, they're beautiful, creative people. So you comment on the things that you are enjoying, and it changes behaviors. We see it all the time. Behaviors really change.
I'm sure we come out of this lockdown a different human race, with different interests, with different insight, with different priorities, I hope. I mean, it's wishful thinking, but I think it will happen. And children will be different too, and that's good.
We shouldn't hurt nature. We should actually grow it even more. It helps a lot. Like, it's a source for animals and all kinds of things. Once we even saw a monkey.